What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Coming at you, well, with another Marco watch today. Before I begin, I just want to say, listen, you have still a chance to get your hands on this amazing Zeus Field Center. This is a metallic field center. This is a Smart TC field center. And to be honest with you, these are already selling out. I think on the first day, if not second day, almost about 150 of these have already been sold out. There's only 250 of these made, and that's basically it. There's still a chance for you to win yourself a Ultimate Rare Divine Arsenal Zeus. One out of these 250 people will be winning it. And on the back of the field center has an NFC scanner, which you can put to your phone and open up apps such as like Calculator, Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron, or what have you. So, I just want to let you know, this is here right now, but it won't be here for long. So you want to get your hands on it, I have a link down below to save you some money, also on shipping. So go check it out, use my promo code, and enjoy the field center. All right, so I said I wasn't going to talk about Albaz as much, and I'm not. I mean, I know the price, it got reprinted, and the price went down to 70. I know, big sale, right? But looking at other cards, they still have a lot of value due to Albaz. One thing happens in the market, and it has a ripple effect throughout the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Market. And I think everyone needs to understand that, because if one new set comes out, that changes the prices for a lot of cards. Not even cards within the set that have value, but everything else. So, looking at Rise Dragoon, this card right here, the Starlight obviously is roughly around $500. It was at 1.350 a couple of weeks ago. And even the ultra rare version of this card out of 2020 Lost Memories is still roughly around $110. Now, this card is going to be getting a reprint, but it doesn't really matter still. It's still valuable because you need it in about, I don't know, a couple of days, 5 days to 7 days. Destiny of Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is one of the cards we don't know if it's getting a reprint. We still have zero idea. We can guess because it came out of Burst of Destiny. And we look over here for the Megatins. You can see over here, Burst of Destiny is listed as that. So there is a chance that it does get a reprint. We know Dragoon's getting a reprint, but obviously that didn't change the price point. But looking at Phoenix Destroyer, this card may start to go down in value. Current price of those cards roughly around $100 a copy. You still need one. The card is absolutely amazing. And then we have Ice Dragon's Prison. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this card is because I feel like we're going into a slower meta. And anytime the meta gets a little bit slower, Ice Dragon Prison sees more play. Do you have your copies? And not the price, which is slowly rising, by the way. It's almost there $10 per copy, whether it's a secret rare, a prismatic secret rare, should we say, or ultra rare. The price is roughly around $10 for this card. And the reason why it's rising is simple, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are slowly starting to realize this card has potential. The slower the meta, the better the card gets, so everyone's grabbing their hands on a playset of this card. Do you have your playset? Reinforcement Army Collector's Rare has tanked in value. Well, technically has tanked in value. Beginning of the year, the card had a pre-sale price of $132. Now the price point is roughly around $100. This is a card I don't think it's going to be going cheaper anytime soon. Unless Konami makes a Starlight Rare version of Rhoda, this is the highest rarity version of the card. And if you're looking to play Strikers, well, you're going to need this card. And if you're looking to play anything Warriors, you're going to need this card. This card's insane. So, Lion of Light Charm Illustrious Starlight Rare at a Lightning Overdrive is going up in value. The card price has almost bought out at this point, but roughly starts around $500, and then quickly within 2 sales goes to $550. After that one's gone, we're talking $600. After that one's gone, $1,000. Will it hit $1,000? Maybe not. It's really hard to tell with Starlight Rares because the value of these cards are insane. At one point, Appaloosa Bowl, the Goddess, was $250. The card's now over $1,200. At least $1,000. Last I saw was $100, but I think I also missed the total was anyway. It's worth 4 times as much. Now, looking at Lion of the Light Charm Illustrious, we know you're probably saying, well, yeah, Paisano, obviously the card's worth $500. That makes perfect sense. Well, the Dark Charm Gloomy Starlight Rare might be on its way up as well. Current price on the card has the card being roughly around $270 a copy. This card will be going up. The reason why it hasn't done it yet is because Battle of Chaos is still our newest core set. Within a couple of sets, I would not be surprised if this card hits $500. I would argue Dark Bosses, which Dark can abuse, obviously, is going to be, well, pretty much needed in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're seeing a lot of players play Dark Monsters because, you know, it's one of the most dominant attributes in the game. I would say Dark first, Light second, but you let me know which one you like. Nonetheless, Dark is dirt cheap right now, and it's not going to be this way for long. This card will more than likely hit $500 minimal, in my opinion. Then we have Alpha the Master Beast. Now, this card is dirt cheap. Ultra Rare's being $1, Secret Rare's being roughly around $7. It might be a side deck tech card you might need in the near future. Seriously, go grab yourself a copy of this card, if not a playset. Even the Starlight Rare is dirt cheap. Starlight Rare version of this card, but really good at $185. Now you look over here, $150. It's went down pretty substantially for this card. Will it see play? Possibly in the side deck. So I think Talents is one of the best cards, and the reason why I think Talents is one of the best cards, because one, I'm looking to play Albas, and two, if you're looking to play Albas, you better have this card. I think Hand Traps is, and one in particularly, I'll talk about in a second, really hurts Albas. But a card like Triple Tactics Talent can actually help you out a lot. It can give you that edge you need. Now, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players already have an idea how they're going to play their decks, and Prosperities is definitely one of the cards a lot of players are using if you are looking to play Albas. But Talents is huge. I would even argue Talents right now is probably one of the best cards nobody's talking about. Why is that? Well, one's a little bit expensive. Two, for those of you that do have it, they might want to opt to run out the cards. But three, more importantly, a majority of decks are running a crazy amount of hand traps. Seriously. Go to regionals, look over the regionals this past weekend, and look at all the top decks. Find me a deck that didn't run hand traps. It's impossible. Every deck ran away to activate a monster effect during the main phase. Whether it's a hand trap or DPE, Talent is your card. I think a lot of players forget the fact that this card is really, really good and still at 3 somehow in the game. This card's broken, and even more broken if you're looking to play Albas and your opponent drops your Talent AC. Now, I think I had at this point, I just sold 7 of them within a span of listening last night, wake up this morning, and yeah, seriously, selling them. Oh, you can't see, but it's yellow package. Oh, at an angle, whatever. Selling them. But Retaliation is really good against Albas. During I play this turn, when your opponent activates a spell card that includes an effect that spell summons a monster or monsters, you can spell summon this card from your hand, period. Alright? If summoned this way, while this card's face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. This card's absolutely huge against Albas, as the majority of cards basically proc Retaliating C. If you have talents, you break it. That's literally the secret. That's the secret source that I was a bit in hiding, but I'll just tell you right now. Anyway, if this card's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Earth Insect type monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand except Retaliating C. If Max C was to come off, you could add Max C. Story out there. Anyway, this card right now, Super Red OTS 1 Pack 4, is roughly around $10. $10. Now, obviously, you have to spend a super rare. You can spend money and get the commons. They're roughly around $2. So, $2 for common, $10 for supers. I do predict this card going up higher in value. Even though I sold a bunch of Retaliating Cs, I kept the place it for myself because I'm not silly. I know this card's going to see play. Do you have yours? So, Ignitus is a core that I like a lot. And the reason why I like Ignisters, well, besides the fact that, you know, they're basically Pokemon at this point. I mean, can we agree? Burrow, Bulbasaur, Achichi Charmander, Picari, Pikachu, you can even call Doyan or Hayari a Charmander, a Squirtle. Blech. You can do whatever you want to do with that information, but most importantly, in the OG, we are seeing Ignitus still do things. And here in TCG, I wouldn't be surprised if Ignitus still do things. I mean, this deck is still really good. With cards like Cross-Out Designator, you can shut your opponent down, bring in Ignitus, okay? You bring out Arrival Cyber Sinister, this card would be anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 attack. This card literally is indestructible at that point. But you can nib your opponent and still keep this card, which is pretty stupid if you ask me. The fact that this is unaffected by other card effects means you bring them out, your opponent starts to combo off, and you just nib them. And then you keep this card and you have a nib. Because it's kind of crazy if you think about it. But I do think Ignitus is definitely a great deck core. You don't have to buy the secrets if you don't want to. They have a bunch of reprints, including ultra versions of the cards, so you can do that if you want to. It's definitely a great deck core, and I highly recommend it. Now, besides Ignitus, you might need sign-up mining. Besides a Marine Cess, you might need sign-up mining. Sign-up mining is one of those cards that have a bunch of printings, and you probably have a rares. You might have super rares, ultra rares, but secret signing mining at a Dark Neostorm is kind of went down in value. The unlimited copies are catching up with first editions, which means the card can potentially see a breakout in value. Looking at the card right now for first edition version of the card, it starts roughly around $13 a copy. And I'll be honest with you, I have my playset and I don't ever intend to get rid of this card unless we see a higher rarity version of the card. Cyberjust Skull Dread at one point in this game was one of those cards everyone was saying it should be banned. And yet, is it? Of course not. Looking at Cyberjust Skull Dread, I mean, you got the Ultra Dual Devastator, the Megaton Secret Rare, both for about $1, $2 each, and then you got the Extreme Force Original Print Cyberjust Skull Dread. And look at the Secret Rare slowly rising. Did you see it? Of course not. Nobody ever sees these things. They rise when you're not looking, and then by the time it's hitting some crazy dumb price point, you're looking through your collection to see if you still have yours or you sold yours. The current price point of the cards for around $7. I still think this is a great card. I think every Yu-Gi-Oh player needs to have at least one Cyberjust Skull Dread. It's just, even in a binary utility, this card is still really, really good. Why is Mass Hero Darklord worth money? Heroes. There it is right there. See, want to know why? It says that. That's why. Duel Saga is probably the best ultra rare rarity in the game. And what I mean by that is grab a card from Duel Saga, an ultra rare card, and grab any other ultra rare. The difference is very clear. Duel Saga just looks something about it just looks really unique, and I don't know if Konami will ever do it again. Now, if you want to get Darklord, you get some Italian ultra rares. These are gorgeous. I mean, they got a bunch of Darklords over here. Once you pass the foreign versions, though, if you want an English Darklord, it's gonna run you in from $16 to $18 a copy. It's nice, but is it the best Darklord out there? Well, no. Hero Players made sure the second best Darklord is still worth a lot of money. If you want the best Darklord, Ultimate Red OTX Tournament Pack 1, hey, don't worry about it. It's on sale. Besides the foreign versions, once again, which look pretty cool, the English version starts roughly around $470 a copy. A discount when you realize the fact that this card used to be roughly around $500 a copy. Those are friend prices. I do see cards like Darklord and other hero cards going up higher in value because hero players just run their market. Their market's not like the regular TCG market. Their market's based off, I want all of it. That's it. Simple. And hero players will get it. I mean, I've been doing market watches for years at this point. I've been looking at the markets the game came out, and hero cards are not like the regular market. They had their own rules. Is it the same with like Cyber Dragons and other archetypal cores? No, but a lot of them come close. You know, a lot come close, but nothing like heroes. Super Optimization out of OTS Tournament Pack 14 is going to be a needed card. I do think this card will eventually stop seeing play after a while with the now current meta, but it will see play in the beginning, especially with Albaz. Looking at Ultimate Rare Super Optimization, the card is roughly around $155. And the reason why it's worth so much money is because the card can be used against anything. If your deck has extra deck slot and you have side deck slots, you play Super Optimization, no doubt in my mind. This card is broken. One of the cards that comes to mind is Predator Plant Tri-Fi Overtime. Now, this card requires 3 Dark Monsters on the field, and the reason why people care about it is because when your opponent someone's a monster is from their extra deck where you control this fusion summon card, you're going to get the summon, and if you do, destroy the monster. This card is insane. Also, if your opponent controls a monster with Predator counter, you can summon this card from your graveyard in defense mode. Pretty nifty. Listen. Oh, by the way, another little effect, little disclosure. This card gets attack equal to the total original attack of all the monsters on the field with a Predator counter on it. If you could do it. I do like this card a lot. The price did spike, as you can see over here, to roughly around $41. The price has cooled off now to roughly around $26. I just want to say that this card is a great card. Maybe it'll see play. I don't know. I think Draxtapelia will definitely see play. Now, this is the card that has risen in value quietly. It's 1 fusion plus 1 dark monster, meaning if you're playing Super Poly and you don't play against Albaz, but you're playing against another deck that runs DPE, this card is good against that deck right off the back. Predator Draxtapelia, which requires a fusion and a dark monster. That is it. That is amazing. Also, its effect is insanely relevant as well by putting a Predator counter on one of your opponent's monsters and making sure that negates the activated effects. Pretty good, actually. There's more to it, but I'm kind of lazy. Okay, looking at the card right now, the card price is roughly around $3 to $4 plus shipping. So, do you get this card? Yeah. I personally own 2 of these. There's other versions if you want to get a cheaper version of the card. It did come common multiple times, 3 times in total. But if you want the ultra rare, it's going to cost you a couple of bucks, but it's the highest rated version of Draxtapelia. And if I had to guess, this would be the card that would see play. Anyway, Paisano, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I know I don't do the market coaches every day, but I do appreciate how I do it sporadically and everyone still follows along. And they've been doing really well, these videos. I really do enjoy doing them. I have a lot of other content I'm going to be rolling out for this channel soon, so stay tuned. I have some new stuff that I don't think nobody's doing at all, so I can't wait to bring that to you. And like I said, if you want to get your Zeus Field Center, you want to save some money, I have a shipping promo code down below. Smart TCG links down below as well, so go over there, order that Zeus before it's gone. And if it's gone, I don't want to hear that you don't have it. I give you opportunity. I told you a day before that this was coming out. I showed it to you guys, and like I said, it's a beautiful looking field center, and these will sell out. No doubt in my mind. They're almost more than half is gone, and it's been a day. So you might want to get yours before it's already gone. It's your boy V, YGOPaisanos. You Paisanos have a great day.